U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris has secured enough support from Democratic delegates to become the party's nominee in the November presidential election against Republican candidate Donald Trump, according to media sources. VOA's Paul Ndiho spoke to Yetunde Odugbesan-Omede, a professor of global affairs and politics, who noted that Harris has already broken barriers and could shatter more.
There have been also questions within the party of what are some of the strategic moves that needs to be made to ensure that they have the right candidate to beat Trump in the upcoming election. And we now know that this is a decision that they have made. And in less than 24 hours after that announcement of President Biden not seeking re-election and fully endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris for presidency for the Democrat Party, she has received really a ton of support, which is unprecedented. So, we're yet to see whom she may pick, for her running mate. But I mean, a lot of the new developments that are coming about, people are just grappling with the new news and just trying to make sure things are in order when it comes to each of their respective parties.
A lot of Democrats are excited about Harris's endorsement. There are a lot of people who think that, yes, she could take on Trump, given her expertise as a former prosecutor, a senator. But on the Republican side, they're saying, wait a minute, Trump has run against a woman who was very, very popular, Hillary Clinton, and he beat Hillary Clinton. What can Kamala Harris expect from Donald Trump?
It's going to be a tough fight. We know that anyone entering in the ring with former President Trump, they need to prepare themselves. This is not going to be what we call a collegial, conversation or dialogue. We know that it probably will get dirty, and I'm sure she's well aware of that, has been on the campaign trail. I don't question her ability to go against Donald Trump or to stand against Donald Trump. I think she is prepared to do so. And I'm not expecting them to have anything rosy to say, about Vice President Harris's politics. But at the same time, I think the American people have seen President Trump over the years and have been able to make their own assessment of him. Prior to that, the public knew of Donald Trump and knew who he was outside of politics. They knew who he was on the campaign trail. But when you have 4 years of a presidency, people are able to now decide and do a comparative analysis of whether is this someone who I want to see back in the Oval Office? Is this someone who I can support to lead this country?
How does the race factor play into this? For example, Kamala Harris is a woman of color. She's running against a white man, a white male, dominant male. And there are a lot of people who think that perhaps Donald Trump could take advantage of this scenario.
Her diversity is something that is a benefit to the country and something that many people can relate to. And I think that is something that is her strength. And that will be something that we will see she probably will utilize, right, during the campaign trail. And if that is the strategy that former President Trump chooses to attack or chooses to use as a form of a disadvantage to during his campaign tactics, that may backfire on him. We live in a world that is increasingly more diverse. We live in a world that is globalized in nature. And anything where we're trying to repeal or attack or undermine the power of diversity and diversity of thought, diversity of skin color, diversity of age, I think, it's not beneficial in the long run.
That was Yetunde Odugbesan-Omede, professor of global affairs and politics at the State University of New York, Farmingdale State College.